What's up, everybody? It's your boy Don. How you doing today? Happy Tuesday to you. Just want to jump on here real quick and just encourage somebody today. I don't know what you're dealing with. I don't know what you're up against. I don't know exactly what you're facing, but you're doing better than you think. You're doing so much better than you think. You're not giving yourself enough credit for how far you've actually come. Now, we've got to understand that without God, we wouldn't be this far. So let's give him all the credit. But you also have to understand that from where you used to be to where you're at now, you've come a long way. And I know our minds can begin to get clouded up with all kinds of what ifs and I should have, I could have, and all the things. But I just want to remind somebody, it's right here that we have to worry about. It's not up there, it's not back there, it's right here. This is where we have to worry about. You don't have to focus too much on what's going on up there, what's going to happen back there. No. I find myself getting in this mind loop. And you know, sometimes it helps just to recenter and just start focusing on your breath. Just start focusing on your breath to say, okay, I'm in this moment right here, right now. I don't have to worry about up there. I'm not up there right now. I'm right here. And what I'm doing right here is going to determine how quickly I get up there. So if I'm wasting a bunch of time right here, it's going to take me a lot longer to get up there. So just know, you're doing so much better than you think. Okay? And I know sometimes it can feel like everything's piled up around us, and you know, then we lose track of how far we've actually come, and then we start to hyper focus on what could happen. That's part of the risk. It's part of the risk. If you fail, get back up, try it again. If you fall again, get back up, try it again. Try it again and again and again and again. Keep getting up, try it again. Keep getting up, try it again. Next thing you know, you're a lot stronger than when you started. Might have a few scars, might have a few scrapes, might have a few whatever it might be. But it's like today at the gym. You know, I sat down and started doing chest. Didn't feel like it. Honestly, I didn't feel like it. I wanted to go to sleep. But I could have gone to sleep. I could have taken some rest. I could have taken a little nap. But then that just means that I wasted a whole day that I could have been working on my chest. That I could have been running. So it's when we push past those feelings, the feeling of being tired, that feeling of not wanting to do it. When you push past that, you get to see a strength that is instilled in you that you never thought that you were going to be able to accomplish. And I'm going to prophetically speak this. This is a prophetic word that I'm speaking over you right now. That is a supernatural strength that is coming to rush over you right now. A supernatural strength that is coming to rush over you. And I'm speaking abundance. I'm speaking life. And I'm speaking love over you right now. Abundance of joy. Abundance of happiness. Abundance of peace. And it's when we push past that feeling of not wanting to, that we begin to see a grace. We get to see a mercy that is coded within these things that we don't want to do. And I know, like, being tired and not wanting to do something, that's the worst. That's the worst. It's like one of those things that it's like, I just can't keep going. I just want to lay down and go to sleep. But then I remind myself, but wait. Maybe this feeling is here because I am so close to something that it wants me to give up. Because if I give up right here, then maybe I give up the blessing, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to keep pushing. Just going to keep pushing. And I'm going to challenge you to do the same. Keep pushing, okay? I know. There's been a lot of things piling up against you. And I know. Everything in your body is telling you just give up. But don't. You can't. You can't right here. You're so close. You're so close to that breakthrough. It's that faith that you need to be able to understand that the breakthrough is coming. Breakthrough is coming. Okay? Breakthrough is coming. It's right around the corner. I prophetically speak that over you right now. Breakthrough is right around the corner. You just have to keep pushing. Keep pushing through that feeling. Keep pushing through that adversity. Keep pushing through those attacks. Keep pushing through that sickness. Keep pushing. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. You are pregnant with purpose. That's what it is. You're pregnant with purpose, and you got to keep pushing through that feeling, through that adversity. Just keep pushing. You know, something else that I was thinking about is that sometimes we make situations worse than they need to be in our heads. We almost paint them with a hue that they're so awful, yet when we actually go to do the whatever we're making a big deal out of, it turns out it's not that bad. It turns out it's not that bad at all. But something else that I noticed is that we can get so hyper-focused on not wanting to do something that then we forget all the little things that we're supposed to do in between. Now, where is this going? This is just an encouragement today to say this. You're doing better than you think. You're doing better than you think. I can already see you with the win. I can already see you stepping through what God has for you. I can already see it. You just have to keep pushing. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep going. Okay, it got a little rough. Keep going. Okay, it didn't feel like it was going to work out. Keep going. It's when it seems like there's no way. That's when God steps in. It's like this. When it seems like everything has failed, that's when God steps in. When you've done everything that you can, that's when God steps in. He's stepping into your situation right now. You may have thrown your hands up in the air like, I just can't keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You're becoming new. You're becoming a new creation. You're becoming a new person. You know, it says in Genesis that Jacob was wrestling with God. And it said right at the very end, when God saw that he wasn't going to whoop up on Jacob, he said he touched his hip and knocked it out of socket. That limp was the consequence for fighting against God. And now Jacob walks with a limp for the rest of his life because of what he was fighting against God for. But now he's a new creation. Got his name changed from Jacob to Israel. So I don't know who this word is for. I don't know who I'm talking to today. But I can say this right now. Becoming a new creation is not as easy as they make it out to be. Becoming new is not this magic trick that happens and then boom, you're done, everything's good. No, it takes work. It takes work to undo all those root systems that have buried themselves so deep within inside you. And sometimes we need a little encouragement to say you're doing better than you think. It's time to go ahead and let off yourself a little bit. And what I mean is this. Stop beating yourself up so much. Stop beating yourself up so much and understand that this is a process. It's a process that you're not going to be perfect. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. You might think, oh, well, I've got this figured out. Nope. Oh, well, nope. Give it to God. Give it to God and let him make it new. Let him make it new. Let him make you new. Because it's all things new. Drop that in the comments. Say all things new. It's all things new. It's all things new. And God is doing a new thing. A new thing. He's doing a new thing. Can't you see? Can't you see? Streams in the wasteland, he said. It's a new thing. Your everything is new. That's why everything feels so different. And that's why your old life is trying to call you back. That's why your old life is trying to call you back, because it was a lot more comfortable back there, and at least we understood what was happening back there. Now it's like we don't even recognize ourselves. We don't. And it's like it's hard to see things. We're trying to see old things in a new light. Yeah. Old things in a new light. So when we begin to see old things in a new light, then we're able to see them for what they really are. It's like somebody turned the lights on for once in our life, and we can finally see what's going on around us, who's around us, and who's been mishandling us. Now, within this becoming new, there's a period of isolation that takes place. And this happens with everyone. Everyone, you're not alone in this. That this new creation is a process, but within this process, there is isolation that takes place. And it's not a punishment. It's actually protection. It's not a punishment, it is protection. You being isolated away from everybody is not a punishment. It's something that God is doing to ensure that you are protected and that the work that he's done in you will stay. Think of it like a retainer for braces. Like, that's the perfect example of it. You know, when you have braces on for so long, they end up giving you a retainer and you have to wear it for a long time afterwards. But if you don't, then the teeth slowly start to go back just like how they were. So we don't want that to happen to us. We don't want that to happen to us. We don't want to, it's called the slow fade. The slow fade away. So we get so far into this God thing, and then life happens. A bill piles up, or somebody says something to you, or work gets extremely stressful. Something catastrophic happens, or is it really catastrophic, or are we making it a bigger deal in our minds? So I don't know what you're facing right now, but I want to ask this question. Are you making that situation a bigger deal in your head than it needs to be? Are you making it such a big deal in your head that now it's becoming this larger than life thing when it's really not that big of a deal at all? And then because we don't want to face that bad situation, because we don't want to face that tough situation or what we think is going to be tough, Then what we do is we go and drown ourselves in alcohol, in bud, in porn, in all the different things. In all the different things. Then we have a bigger problem on our hands. Then we have a bigger problem that we're up against, that we're facing something that we never thought we were going to have to. And then because we made it in such a big deal, now it's bigger than what we could even handle in the first place. But then we actually face it. And it turns out it's not that bad. I think that's if there is a devil and there's an enemy and whatever we want to say, I think that's how he does us. I really do. I think that's how he does this. I think he creates this scenario in our minds, gets us so hyper focused on what it could be, what it should be, and what it might be, that we never actually go and face it. Because what if there's a blessing there? What if there's a blessing in that situation? What if there's a blessing in that exact spot that you thought was going to be this horrible thing? What if the reason he's so on your back about it is because there's such a big blessing attached to it? He knows that if you actually touch that blessing, if you actually get close to that blessing, your life is changing and he doesn't have his hold on you anymore. What if that's what it is? I guarantee you that's what it is. I guarantee you that's what it is. Because he knows if you get free and you actually get free, he has no power over you anymore, which he doesn't anyway. But we almost give him more power than what he's even worth. We got to remember, he's already been defeated. He's already been defeated. So I don't know what's going on in your mind. I don't know why God's got me on this whole tangent right here. But I can say this with confidence. That's our word. That's our word for this month, is confidence. Not confidence in ourselves, but confidence in the Creator. Confidence in who made us. Confidence in the one that sent us. Confidence in the one who created us. To know that he's got you right where he needs you. He's put you through the exact same, the situations that you needed to go through. So that therefore, then you would be strengthened in the areas that you need to be strengthened in. And therefore, you can take on the battle and you can go into the battle with God on your side. That's the confidence that we need to have. That confidence to know I can face anything that comes my way because of who's on my side, because of who's in my corner. And just type this over in the comments. Say, God is in my corner. God is in my corner. And just know he's already fighting for you. God is in my corner. Now, how can we say all this? It's because of what Yeshua did that day on that tree, on that cross. This is the whole reason why we can do any of this, is because of what Yeshua did. And listen, God knew. God knew what it was going to take to get you here. God knew what it was going to take to get that to pull up out of you. God knew. God knows you. God knows what it's going to take. God knew what it was going to, the very exact moment. He knew. He knew. Now we have free will to choose and do what we want to do. Otherwise, it wouldn't be love. But what would you rather, be spiritually dead or spiritually alive? Would you rather be spiritually dead or spiritually alive? I choose spiritually alive. God knew, okay? He knows you. He knows that thing that you're dealing with that you don't want to tell nobody about, he already knows. That thought process that you're scared about, he knows. He's trying to instill a confidence in you that no one can take away. He's trying to instill a confidence in your faith that no one can strip away from you. And it's time to let him in. Okay, it's time to let him in. Put the charade down, put the facade down, put the mask away. It's time to let God in and let him get in your corner. And let him fight the battle for you. What am I even saying? Like, yeah, he's in your corner, but he's also fighting the battle for you. And he's going to hand you the victory. Like, here you go. And let's look at David. Let's look at David. Prime example. Now, they tried to give David, Saul tried to give David his armor. He's like, bro, this doesn't fit me, man. So what they do, what's good for them, isn't good for you. What's good for me isn't good for you. But we can meet in the middle somewhere and say, all right, wait. I can apply this little piece to say, no, I know God's in my corner. And I know I'm doing better than I think. Right? Right. Lord, thank you for this word. Thank you for this talk, Lord. Lord, I bless your name and praise your name. In Jesus' name, amen.